Welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Enchiridion. It's your boy Ripperoni coming back at you, and this is coming straight off of a terrible mishap, falling into the void at the end of the last episode there. As you can see, I do have some of my gear back. I've got some tools, and I've made some enchanted armor and all of that. So I have done a little bit of end raiding. I went back to the end. And of course, during all of this, I forgot to hit record, so I don't have any of it to show you. But like I said, I went back to the end. I did some end raiding. I got some diamond gear. I have this sword, so this is actually a pretty decent sword. Silk touch pickaxe. We've still got our fortune pickaxe. Unbreaking efficiency on the shovel, which is okay. A bow, a good bow again. And this is the piece de la resistance. The elytra, the pair of elytra wings. With these, we can now fly as soon as we have rockets. Now, without it, we can just glide, and so that's pretty sweet. And as you can see, I've done some work out here, and this is to do with today's episode. So these little pathways hook up all of our doors and give us a little bit more choice as far as routes go around our base. But what I'm going to do today is we're going to do some villager housing. We're going to get like a couple of villagers from maybe this village, and I actually think all of these villagers are dead, but there's another village right over there, a little ways, that we're probably going to grab some villagers from, and we're going to give them some homes in here. We're going to dig out a couple of holes and make basically hobbit holes. Call me inspired by Hermitcraft season 7 here. Green and Mumbo Jumbo's bases are just absolutely amazing, so I got inspired by that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to get some villagers, we're going to get some mending books, and basically set ourselves up so that we don't have to worry too much if we die again like we did. With villagers, we can have access to all the different kinds of diamond armor, diamond tools, and everything really. So that's what today's episode is going to be focused on. So without further ado, let's get going. So here we are in this village, and what we want to do to get these villagers to our place is we want to put them in boats. So the easiest way to do that is to follow them around until one is close to where you want to be, and then you just plop down a boat, and then you guide them. Just gently guide them. It's not pushing, it's just gently guiding them into the boat. And sometimes they are extremely difficult because they like to work. Hey, get in the boat, man. Stop trying to work. We might have to wait just a minute because he's just trying to work. And who can blame a man for wanting to work? You know, I don't blame him. So I don't want to take him from his work. So we're just gonna wait for him to be done. What you can also do is you can take their work block. So I took his composter, and if you put it real close to the boat, see, he picked up that profession, and now he's trying to walk over here to do his work. So maybe he'll walk through the boat to do his work. Get down here and go to your work block. We're running out of daylight. Villagers are the smartest mob in Minecraft. You definitely don't ever have any problems dealing with villagers. Haha! Never have any issues. So we got that. He is good. Now we will get this guy over here. Well, I've gone through and made sure these are our only 3 villagers, so we have them all in boats, and we just need to get them to home now. So I'll jump in with this guy, and we will mosey on home. Now, I realize it is getting a bit dark, or it's going to be getting dark pretty soon, so as soon as it starts to get dark, I'm just going to sleep, so that these guys aren't trapped helpless from the zombies. So we need this guy to bump up a level, just because this is the most common level, and then that way we can get almost all the way home, and then we can rail cart him when we get closer to home. I just don't have enough stuff to do it all the way from here. So the problem is he needs to be up a level. So what my plan is I'm waiting for the sun to come up for him to get rid of this job, so that I can then place this cartography table up over here, Hopefully he'll lock onto it, come up here. I can trap him in a boat. I mean, not trap, guide him into a boat. Hey. You know what? Well, that worked even better. Don't have to worry about dealing with the cartography table. We got him up to here. And he got rid of his profession, so here we go. Don't worry, Eduardo. We're taking you to your new home. That's what I just named him, Eduardo. There, we got this first guy, Eduardo. We got him right here. So we're just gonna leave him here and go get the other ones, and we're gonna group them up right here, and then we'll dig out the holes for them. So we took his work block away, and as soon as this guy changes back to a normal villager, we should be good to go to place this cartography table back down and have him chase it up here. And here we go with Norbert on our way home. Come here, buddy. Ah, gotcha. So we have just the two villagers now. The third one, I think, got locked onto a cartography table back at the village, so he wasn't really working out right. But we have these two guys. I'm gonna stick them in this hole, cover it over, and put a torch in there while we work so that they don't get shot or killed by anything. And then we're gonna get started digging out these holes for them. There, they should be safe in there for now, and let's get to work. We will have our first one start. This is where we're at here. Sun's going down, we'll have to sleep, but we're gonna shave, first off, we're gonna shave this whole layer of dirt off. I don't like it, so. Ooh. But then we'll have the first one probably go in right here. Now these aren't going to be huge rooms, but they'll be big enough to have a couple villagers with a couple beds and workstations in them. Yeah, I think that's a good little one for our first one. And that comes back to like over here, so we can probably fit another one like right in here. We just go just like this. I think that's good for a second one, so we'll have this, and then we'll have it like slab down, and then bam. I have another little room in here for that. So that is 2 made up. You know, I wonder if we can fit another one right in here. No, we can't. Okay. So then we go down another level to our next one, and we'll do one right here. Oop, I want this block. Oh my. Okay, so we can't do that there. We don't have any room to work with on this one at all, do we? So on this row, I don't think we're actually going to be able to fit any here because our base is right along here. What I could do is I could wall this off because we don't ever actually use this path for anything. We could wall this off and have this, you know, come around here like this for our portal room and our portal tunnel, and then we'll have room here for hobbit holes. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, we got them dug out. Anyway, they're not done or detailed or anything like that, but they are dug out. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna take you on just a quick tour of them. So first we have this one, and I use this as a door because villagers can come out regular doors. So I used 2 trapdoors. You can't just walk through them, and that's usually the test of whether a villager can do it or not. But we can get in by crouching. So this is the first one here. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Little lofty bit here. Let's go see number 5. Right here. And then we have number 6. And it steps down there. And we have number 7. Right here. And we have number 8. And this is a continuation of number 8. I just put another set of doors here because I think it looks really nice. This was a big gray blob, so that works better. And then this is number 9 right here, and it kind of wraps around back here. And now, as you can see, I've got some rockets. You make rockets just with paper and gunpowder. We'll do that a little bit later, but from out here, you can see them, and it looks pretty sweet. So that zoom that I just did, and I'm gonna do again here to give you guys a nice view, is from Optifine. We have preview versions of Optifine now. So yeah, I'm stoked on that. I think this is looking awesome so far. So our next step is we're gonna grab Eduardo and Norbert, and we're going to get them into one of these holes with a powered rail line. So give me just a minute and we'll get that done. So the first thing that you want to do when you're transporting villagers via minecarts is to lay out your track. You can see that I have done that. We've got the dirt path going all the way up and then right there, and it goes up to one of our hobbit holes. The next thing you want to do once you've laid out the pathway is actually lay out the track. So we'll start with a couple of powered rails here, and you just put a lever on the side of whatever block, turn it on, and that'll power a fair number of powered rails. I don't actually know how many it is. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one lever will power 10 powered rails. We don't need that many, so I'm gonna mine these back up, but start off with 4. 4 will be fine, and then we'll just use some rails. Probably a couple more powered rails right before the hill. And that should be good to go. We just need to get our villagers there. So we'll add a little tail to this so that we can just, well, just like that. And then we will do this, pop down our minecart and mine out these blocks. So we got him in the minecart there. We just have to kind of push him a little bit onto the track and then push him until he hits the powered rails, and then he's off. You're in your new home, buddy. And pretty soon you'll be joined by a friend. So let's put our second minecart down, have the cartography table ready, and let's let Eduardo out. Okay, bud, come here and get this cartography table. Hey, where are you going? Get in the minecart. Get in there. Get in there. Say goodbye, Eduardo, to your old life, and say hello to your new life with Norbert. So we have our villagers, we have Eduardo, and we have Norbert, and we gave them a couple of beds, and you notice there's an extra bed. That is to allow them to breed. Basically, they need to be able to work, to able to sleep, and they need food in their inventories in order to breed. So what we're gonna do is we're going to give them the minimum number of carrots required to breed. It's 12. They'll pick those up. They'll start sharing them once they have work blocks. and that'll be that. They'll start making some babies for us, and we'll populate the other rooms, and that'll be that. But for work blocks, these guys are going to be librarians. So I'm gonna pop down 2 of these, and there, they both got their new jobs, and neither one of them has really what I'm looking for. So what I'm gonna do is I'm looking for a specific enchanted book here, like mending or looting or fortune, something like that. So I'm going to just kind of replace these blocks, because if you mine them back up, you'll notice they will turn back into regular villagers unless it is too late in the day already. Is it too late in the day? Yeah. So we'll have to wait until tomorrow, but once the sun comes up and it's work time, they'll lose their jobs, lose their trades. We'll plop down 2 more and see what we get for new trades. So in the meantime, while we wait for these guys to lose their trades and we wait for them to breed, and so that we can populate all of these hobbit holes, that's going to be like a background task. So I'm going to just get started on decorating everything, decorating these hobbit holes, and making them look cool, so that once they are full of villagers, we are good to go. Oh, one of them lost his profession. They both lost their profession. Why is he a fisherman? Oh no, he's picking up the barrel in here. And this is where everything started to go wrong. Norbert and Eduardo both started picking up various workstation blocks around my base. It took me about an hour of me just messing around with them, trying to transport them around the base so that they could actually find the blocks that they were locking onto, and then deleting them. And before I figured out that that approach just wasn't going to work. I needed a separate room away from all the workstation blocks that were in my base, so that I could work with the villagers and, you know, get the right trades and breed them up, and so that the other workstation blocks weren't interfering and all of that. And this is what we have now, the little hobbit hole where the tree farm is usually. This is what I came up with. Oh, that trapdoor looks like it is down right now. Anyway, this is the design I came up with. We've got our villagers inside here. I've got quite a few of them because I've done some work. But we have, this is our little entryway here. So we have our, where you can take off your coat, put your boots. I'm gonna put a flower pot here probably. And then we have this so that they can't get in or out without me. And this is the room. I did some decorating. I did a lot of breeding and naming and trading. I have done so much. This is my trade box here. Actually, I gotta put all these in here. And we have almost all of the villagers that I want in here. I'm just kind of doing some work. We've got fishermen here. We've got some librarians with some awesome trades. Look at some of these. This mending for 9 emeralds, silk touch for 2, channeling for 15. That's insane. Knockback is pretty whatever, but. And then we've got here fortune 2 for 16, infinity for 4. Those are pretty awesome. But yeah, we've got some awesome trades here, so I'm super stoked about it. So my plan now is we're going to take these villagers that I have here, assign them homes in the hobbit holes, and because I'm running out of time, I'm just going to do this off camera here. But yeah, we'll get them assigned into little hobbit holes, and then we'll start decorating the hobbit holes for, you know, each profession. Like smithing guys will have it look like a blacksmith shop, and the librarians will have them in like a library or something like that. So I think that'll be pretty cool. But we have run out of time really for me to do anything else today. Thumbs up for the iron golem back there. He's our buddy. Ding dong. He's just kind of pacing, making sure these villagers are safe. But yeah, thumbs up, like the video, because I just struggled with villagers today. They just whooped my butt. It took me way too long to do all this, trust me. But I do it for you guys. I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do this. Thank you guys so much for checking everything out always. I know I'm a bit of a loser sometimes when it comes to some of these things, but I have fun with it. I hope you guys have fun too. Subscribe, like, all that, do all of that for me, please. Helps me out a great amount. trying to be able to do this like full time would be the goal. Right now I work a full-time job, so I can only do this, you know, when I'm off. So just help me out all you can. I really appreciate it. Later, guys.